this is Chanel Pinacchio. It is September 8th, 1864, and I have a breaking news story for you. The delegates from the province of Canada, including John A. Macdonald, George Brown, Darcy McGee, Alexander Galt, and George Cartier, have just stepped off the ship at Charlottetown as the conference has just ended. For the past week, they have been discussing the Maritime Union. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI have been talking about this for several years. The Canadian politicians came with a plan for an even wider union, one that would include Canada and the Maritimes. Here is one of our Canadian politicians with their outlook on the Charlottetown Conference.
Hi, I'm John A. Macdonald. I have a feeling that our speeches were very effective. We promised to build a railway connecting Canada and the Maritimes. We talked about many topics like the advantages of free trade between our colonies. Maritimes fish and coal will find a large new market with the 3 million people living in the Canadas. It looked like the Maritime delegates were interested. They agreed to meet with us again to discuss the idea of Confederation further at another conference in Quebec City in October.
Thank you, Sir John A. Macdonald. This concludes our newscast for today. I'm Chanel Pinacchio, and this is CBC News.
Breaking news. We interrupt this program to bring you an update on the Quebec Conference. As you may know, delegates from all over the region have been gathered to discuss bringing all colonies together to form a single country. 7 representatives from New Brunswick, 7 from Prince Edward Island, 5 from Nova Scotia, and 2 from Newfoundland, as well as 12 from Canada East and West. Tragically, British Columbia was unable to attend this critical conference simply because they were too far away. They gathered today at Quebec City on October of 1864 to work out all details for a plan to unite all colonies of British North America. It seems that all the delegates have agreed that the Union must be strong and cannot be broken by any province. They created the 72 resolutions to help adhere this. This just in, we seem to be getting an update on the conference. The delegates have decided in favor of the Quebec resolutions. The resolution features like every country will have a government as well as separate governments for each province. Some delegates were against the Quebec Revolution. Antoine Aimé Dorion, the leader of Canada East, believes that the proposal could destroy French culture. He thought that the vote by the people would be more successful. There was more opposition in the Maritimes with Joseph Howe, who thought the population was not involved enough. In any case, most delegates have decided on the Quebec resolution, and we look forward to our new country. A bientôt, tout le monde. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hi, I'm Sammy Fong.
And I'm Serena Andre.
And we have breaking news. We have been informed by Antoine Aimé Dorion from the Canada's East Rouge Party that the Quebec has an idea that the Confederation is not a good one. They find that if they join the Confederation, that the French culture will be destroyed. Antoine Aimé Dorion would prefer if the decision would be followed through if the people voted for this.
I quote, "If the Confederation should be adopted without the people of this province sanction, the entire country will be sorely learned to regret." Antoine Aimé Dorion. Also, a vote is not happening quite yet since John A. Macdonald opposed it.
Thank you.
Breaking news! We are anything but sorry to be disturbing today's episode of the Teletubbies to bring you this important news of the London Conference. In December 1866, representatives from Canada West, Canada East, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia congregated in London, England. Newfoundland was self-excluded from the discussions. An agreement was reached with the Colonial Secretary, Lord Carnarvon, and Canada became Britain's first self-governing dominion. Here's a word from Lord Carnarvon. "We are laying the foundation of a great state, perhaps one which at a future day may even overshadow Britain. But come what may, we shall rejoice that we have shown neither indifference to their wishes nor jealousy of their aspirations." Thank you, Lord Carnarvon. Though Canada still held its monarchy, The Queen and King just became a symbol and nothing more. Canada obtained control over its internal affairs, but Britain had control over their foreign policy. This meant that Britain would negotiate with other countries on Canada's behalf, though this policy was revoked in 1923. After this, until 1982, Britain would continue to be responsible, however, only at Canada's request. Through this, we can see that Canada was not completely independent until 1867. In 1867. They were not completely independent in 1867, though it made steps in the direction.
Oops. Breaking news, or should I say fellow citizens of Canada. That's right, ladies and gents. Today, on July 1st, 1867, a new country has been formed. Say goodbye to British North America, folks. Say hello to Canada, Canada. Today, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec, and Ontario had their leaders come together and sign the British North America Act. I, myself, am very pleased to hear that this has happened because now all colonies are united to become one powerful free trade country. Now, we can communicate better and we won't disagree as much on issues regarding transportation, taxes, and representation. Thank God this has finally happened, or should I say, thank John A. Macdonald. He helped create this country and will be serving this beautiful country in its first year of Confederation as Prime Minister. He was the one who was dedicated to making this country prosperous and united. Queen Victoria has chosen Ottawa as the capital of Canada. A parliament building will be built here shortly. Political leaders like John and Darcy McGee had to convince colonies that forming one country would be beneficial to all. Hopefully we will learn and support each other's beliefs, languages, and religion. I have a feeling that tonight's first ever Canada Day celebrations will be the start to the development of the best country on the face of the earth. Hope to see you there, my fellow Canadians. A and out. I'm Adam Payne.
Thank you for listening to this special broadcast of a CBC James W. Hill Public School radio news broadcast. We wish you farewell and good night. Don't move! Don't move! Stop right there! You're under arrest! Stop right there! You're under arrest! No! We got you! We got you! We got the elevator! We got the helicopters on there! Well, that was weird. Have a good night.